It's okay. They say it's not even virgins. You know, they think that's a mistranslation of the Quran. Does anyone know what they think it actually is? Raisins. Correct answer. 72 white raisins. That is exactly what... Fuck, I hope that's true. I hope you're an evil fucking suicide bomber on Earth. You rock up to paradise, think you're getting your virgins. I'm here! Here are your sultanas. Nature's candy. Just got to stop being so prejudiced. We're just got to like each other, don't we? That's the big thing. We're no good in this country either. We've got our citizenship test. Let's call it what it is, a test to stop Muslims from coming to our country, because that's why it was brought in. Everyone's like, oh no, well, it's just a test to make sure that people who come to Australia have genuine Australian values. If you come to Australia, well, you're going to have genuine Australian values if you come to Australia. Really? Is that true? If that was true, all you have to do on the day of the test is chuck a fucking sickie. All right, you're in. The government minister in charge gave it away when he said this. He said, anyone who doesn't speak English properly should be sent back to where they came from. Anyone. I've got a nephew who doesn't speak English properly. He's only 4 months old. If he gets sent back to where he came from, my sister's going to be fucking pissed off. Did lead to my favourite moment in Australia, though. There was this, yeah, they've got compulsory English language lessons for people from certain countries. This Iraqi dude, did you see it in the paper, came to Australia, got sent to these compulsory English language lessons, despite the fact he'd been educated at Harvard, spoke perfect English, right? So as a protest against what he thought was a racist system, he thought he'd just pretend that he didn't speak English. He went to the classes, they're teaching everyone how to catch a bus, how to buy bread, and the whole time he's just pretending he doesn't understand a word. Finally, they've just come up to him and gone, mate, what do you want to know? What do you need to learn? And he just looked at them and went, all I need to know is where can I buy some fertilizer and electrical equipment? Taking the piss, genuine Australian values. We have some trouble with our flag. We don't know what to do with the flag. People complain about the Union Jack in the corner of the flag. I don't complain, to be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, about the Union Jack, because you know what? It's part of our history, ladies and gentlemen. It's part of our history, but it's only one part of our history. I say if on the Australian flag we should have the Union Jack there, but we should put the Aboriginal flag right next to it. That would reflect a lot. Fuck it, why stop there? Let's put the Greek flag and the Japanese flag and the Chinese flag and the Italian flag. Let's put the flag of every single nationality that makes up this country on our flag. That'd be a fucking awesome flag, wouldn't it? It could be like one of those 3D magic eyes. And if you stare at it long enough, you just see Don Bradman riding Far Lap. We have some trouble with immigration and race in this country. Obviously, we had the Cronulla riots, which were horrible. It's that term un-Australian, isn't it? Un-Australian. You're an Australian. Remember that? I saw people on the beach during the Cronulla riots. There was people, white people, bashing people of Middle Eastern appearance with baseball bats, chanting the words, you're un-Australian, you're un-Australian. And I was just watching that, ladies and gentlemen, and I was thinking, no, you're un-Australian. Use cricket bats. We had our own Australian terrorist, David Hicks, an Aussie Al-Qaeda guy. That's kind of funny, isn't it? It's just weird to think of an Aussie terrorist, you know? Allah, 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 oi, oi, oi. I've got the bomb on me, hey, pull my finger. People are like, oh, well, David Hicks must be a terrorist. He traded with the Taliban, he tried to murder people, he attempted to murder people, he must be a terrorist. It's like, fucking dude, he's from fucking Adelaide. That's what you do to fit in. Adelaide's the only place where you murder someone, they give you a fine, 3 points off your fucking licence. You're more concerned with you taking fruit across the fucking border. I'm not saying whether David Hicks was innocent or not, but my problem with what happened to David Hicks was he was charged with a crime that was not a crime when he committed it. They made up a crime. They charged him with a thing called material assistance for terrorism. Material assistance? What the fuck does that even mean? I don't even understand what material assistance for what the fuck does that? Makes it sound like he designed the uniforms. Queer eye for the Al-Qaeda guy. You know what's in this summer? Camouflage. Camouflage and beards. camouflage and beards. You're the bomb. Oh, you are a bomb. But Will David Hicks must be a terrorist. He met Osama bin Laden 9 times. That was the big argument, wasn't it? He met Osama bin Laden 9 times. How do you argue with that, Mr. Funny Man? I fucking love that. I just love the idea that George Bush couldn't find Osama bin Laden. David Hicks from Adelaide couldn't get fucking rid of him. Fuck off, Osama! I've got shit to do today. I've got to design these uniforms. I put the material down, it's camouflage, but I can't fucking find it. Apparently Osama bin Laden is stalking David Hicks. If we want to find him, he's probably in Adelaide outside Terry Hicks's house, you know? Can David come out to play? I'm bored in the cave. Not a hero, obviously. He's not a hero, you know. Like, my hero is a guy called Steve Waugh, ladies and gentlemen. Do you know who Steve Waugh is? The former Australian Test cricket captain. I fucking love Steve Waugh. He's my all-star. I just fucking loved him when he played sport. I loved him so much. I did. I probably shouldn't even tell you this, but it's a true story. I once interviewed him on a radio show, and when he left the studio, I drank the rest of his tea. I loved him so much because he was the Iceman of world cricket. If you don't follow cricket, he was known for mental disintegration, for sledging, for wearing other cricketers down. So we asked him a hypothetical situation. We said, hey, Steve Waugh, it's Christmas Day. You're in the backyard, you're playing backyard cricket with your mum. Your mum bowls one, she puts one outside off stump. You play forward, you get the tiniest little edge. It goes through the keeper. But here's the thing, Steve Waugh. No one else hears it. Do you walk? And Steve Waugh went from to... He gave us blue steel, seriously. He leant into the microphone and just went, you never fucking walk. We were like, Steve, it's your mum. It's Christmas Day. He's like, serves her right for last Easter when she came out LBW and it was clearly going down a leg. Steve Waugh is the Iceman. He's the only man who would sledge his own kids in backyard cricket. He'd get in close and he'd be like, I fucked your mother last night. Gotta finish it up. Here hasn't been fun. There's heaps of stuff going on in the world. Like, obviously, they're teaching the theory of intelligent design in schools now. Which I'm not, like, you know, here's my thing with that. Okay, I believe in evolution, like most people, right? There are still some people who don't believe in evolution, which I find really fucking weird. But people say to me, they go, oh, Will, if we evolved from apes, then why are there still apes? It's like, fuck, have you never watched rugby league? I love that argument. Will, if we evolved from apes, why are there still apes? It is a very good logical argument. I love the idea that back in the day, there was a meeting of all the apes. You know, like, you know, everyone's like, hey, guys, huddle in. Hey, look, we're thinking about evolving. Do you want to be in it? Well, what's it going to involve? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to, like, walk upright and we'll lose most of our hair, and then we'll put on these things called clothes to hide our shame. But wait, there's more. Then we're going to invent a bunch of things called religions that'll tell us that everything fun we do is a sin and who we can and can't fuck. Then we're going to all get jobs. Now, most of us won't really like these jobs, but we will do them for pretty much every minute for the rest of our lives. Good luck with that. It's all right with you guys. We might just stay here in the jungle, eat bananas and wank. But there are some people who don't believe in evolution, ladies and gentlemen. They believe in the theory of intelligent design. Do you know what the theory of intelligent design is? It's creationism in disguise, right? And they teach it in schools. Over 100 schools in Australia teach the theory of intelligent design in schools. Yeah, it's true, you know, and they say these things, they say this, well, there are some things that can't be proved by evolution. Like the human eye can't be fully proved by evolution. So if it can't be fully proved by evolution, then it must have been designed. Therefore, there must be an intelligent designer. By the way, it's God, right? And they try to teach that In school. Now, you can teach religion in school. I have no problem with that. But you can't teach religion in science class because they're two fucking separate things. We don't understand the human eye now. But you know what? 50 years ago, we thought that smoking was still good for you. You know, 100 years ago, we thought all you needed to be a doctor was a bucket of fucking leeches, you know? You know, oh, doctor, I've got a headache. Here, put a fucking leech on it. I've broken my leg. Put a fucking leech on it. I've been bit by a leech. Put a fucking leech on it. 500 years ago, if a woman stood up in public and said, hey, I reckon men and women should be treated as equals, I'm a feminist, we all went, no, you're not, you're a fucking witch. We're gonna burn you. And one day we will understand the human eye. We don't understand it yet, but one day we will. I'm glad we don't believe what we believed, you know, 30 years ago, 50 years ago. We evolve. I'm glad I don't believe what I believed 30 years ago. Fuck, when I was a kid, ladies and gentlemen, I thought my auntie and uncle lived at the airport. Because every Christmas we would pick them up from the fucking airport. Then we got sick of them, we'd take them back to the fucking airport. I thought they lived in a land of overpriced sandwiches. When I was a kid, ladies and gentlemen, I thought you had to get married to someone who had the same last name as you. People say, oh no, Will, God's the intelligent designer and he designed us and we're intelligently designed. Okay, well, let's just look at that premise, shall we? Are we that intelligent design? What was God thinking on the day he put us together? Let's just run through from the top down and see how he did. Hey, hair, good work, big fella. Really like it. Keeps my head warm, so thank you. Only one little thing, to be honest. Why, in my mid-30s, did it just start to fuck off? I was using that. It was keeping my head warm. No, don't worry, you'll grow more hair. Oh, cool, out of my head. Oh, no. Top of your head's going to be fucking freezing. Inside of your ears, snug as a rug. Tell you what's going to be warm, your nose. You can grow it long, comb it back over. Tell you what's going to be toasty, your balls. Why do your balls get... Fuck, you laughed a bit too hard at that. Fucking old hairy nuts here. A little bit less time on the fucking computer, a little bit more time with the fucking razor blade, I think. Fucking open your bands. Guy Sebastian. Do some fucking back burning or something, mate. Some manscaping. You've got to... Does he have an issue? Is there like fucking backpackers going, help? You know, so... Oh, no. Oh, you nearly opened it. Fuck, that would have been something for the DVD, wouldn't it? I don't know. I do a little trim. I don't do much. I get scared by all the proper, you know, someone said to me the other day, they said, hey, Will, you're going to get a back suck and crack wax. I don't even know what the fuck that is. Sounds like something from fucking McDonald's. You know, it's back sack and crack time now. Things that make you go, ah! The one that really freaks me out is the landing strip. You know, the girls who have the landing strip, that fucking freaks me out, ladies and gentlemen. Because if I see a girl with a landing strip, I think maybe when I undo my pants, she's expecting to see a jumbo. Instead of the single engine light aircraft that I want cleared for landing, you know? I don't want a girl lying on the bed with a couple of paddles going, bring it in. My ankles are here and here. You know, I reckon would be an awesome bikini wax would be that little paper clip from the computer. That's what you should get. That's what you should get. He's in IT, you get the little fucking paper clip. That's brilliant. That would be fantastic. That would be really cool, wouldn't it? And then when he was down there, you could just look down and go, bing. Excuse me. It looks like you were trying to please me sexually. Would you like some help? Hair. Not bad. Well done. The forehead, that's quite good. Like it. Gets a bit wrinkly as you get older, but that's not too bad. Eyebrows, you get 2 of those. That's quite cool. Some countries, 1. Which brings us to the human eye. The human eye is the most quoted example of the theory of intelligent design. But is the human eye really that intelligently designed? What was the big fella thinking on that day? Okay, I've made a batch of eyes, and they are perfect in every single way. There you go. Now, I've made another batch. They do work if you're wearing glasses or contact lenses. There you go. And these ones are fucked. But you guys get a dog.